Okay, so basically the next tool that I'm going to introduce. So set was good, just in order to filtering or maybe replacing, but usually set we use it for replacing some text. We have also another tool that is grep. So we mostly use grep in order to filter according to a pattern. So we can consider it as a search. Okay. So here I already created just some file. Okay, so I have 3 files here. So file 1, 2, and 3. So you can also count these files as a comma separated value, but it's not exactly comma. So, but the delimiter here is colon. So you suppose that I have some names and then the address and also a number that is assigned. And you suppose that you are going to search, and so this file, okay, is a large file. You are going to search inside the file and find some specific pattern. For example, okay, grep. You are going to search for inside the file 1. Okay, so as you can see, inside the file 1, so there is only one line that is matched with this pattern. It contains basically MA. Okay. Okay, so and also the output is highlighted here, MA. Or I'm going to, for example, I'm going to use that for the last command here, for the last file 3. But as you see, here I don't see any output. But what is the reason? So what do you think? Yes, because it's capital. So the grep command is case sensitive. Because in the file 3, I have one MA, but the M is basically just, yeah. So if you are going to find that, you can introduce the capital MA, or if you are going to remove, if you are interested basically the case sensitivity, so you can ignore it by -I. So in this way, in any case, so we can find that by -I. Yeah. And okay, so another thing is that, okay, so we have also one file here that is called file.txt. So let me first of all I show you what is inside. And you suppose that you are going to search inside. Okay, we have also MA. So it shows basically, so it's not case sensitive, and is going to find a line that it contains MA. And if you are going to basically find, because the regular expression is very powerful, so we can have the very sophisticated pattern. If I introduce the hat at the beginning, so it shows basically that I'm interested in pattern that start with MA, but not at the middle. Because here the output was MA, but the MA here, the name was Amanda, right? So it was at the middle, it was not at the beginning. So here I don't see anything. But in file 1, for example, I can see the result because it was started with MA. So if you introduce hat at the beginning, so it means that, okay, so you are interested in a pattern that starts with MA. Okay. Or also the grep is powerful, so you can also count instead of just giving you the line. So you can count how many lines are basically satisfy this pattern. So here the output was only 1, so that you can see that, okay, the number of lines that it was satisfied the pattern, the regular expression that you introduced. And one more thing that I'm going to talk about for grep is that, so you can, so let's see, you can introduce, instead of one file, you can introduce more than one file. For example, here I'm going to see that, okay, how many of, because I had some files here in the current working directory, I had some files, and some of them they started with MA, so I'm going to search inside of them. You see that, okay, inside of file 1 I have one option, inside of file 2 or another one, and also file 3. Okay.
So all the files in a directory will start.
All the files that is just inside the current directory.
The directory.
Yeah. Or maybe you can search wherever. Okay. So if you have some files somewhere else, you can see. Okay. But I'm going to actually ask you one question. So maybe not exactly, but you can go till the end of the answer. So I'm going to, you suppose that I'm going to search for in my home directory, and then I'm going to search for some specific pattern in my home directory. For example, all of the files that start with file, and then the rest can be everything. I'm going to search inside of these files that okay, if there is a pattern that starts with MA. So how can you do that? So the one more things that I added is just I'm going to search some things inside of the whole my home directory. Okay.
So you can do a find.
Okay.
And then dash exec, and then you can use the grep of what you need.
This is one solution, and
Pipe.
okay. So another one is the pipe, so because we discussed today. So we try to basically use the find command, and then okay. So we are going to find, and in our home directory here. Okay, this is my home directory, and then I search for the okay. So this is all of the files that I have. Okay, as you can see here, I have also one more file inside my home directory. It's not inside the grep folder. That is basically is file 1. Okay. Also, I have another one that is in trash. So so you see that okay. Now we know the grep command, right? Also, we are aware of the pipe. So your colleague suggested that okay, so I have the find command, and then after that I grep and try to search for the MA. Just something like this, right? Okay. Is that the result that I need or no? But as you can see, so this is not something that we need because it search inside of the path, because the find command just as an output it gives me some path, right? So here these are some path, and so when you grep, so it's basically it's finding inside of the path. So inside of the path, so if there is MA, so it highlight the MA. So it doesn't go and then search inside of the file. So we search for the file. So for the file, we search for the files that okay it contains file.
We piping with cat.
Piping with cat.
And then three piping. 3 layers of piping.
3 layers. So you say that okay. So we have another cat here, and then the content of the cat. So I don't think.
Cat should.
Yeah. So should show the content, but I don't think that it works. No. So here in this situation, that if you are going to basically give the output of the first command as an argument to the second command, so you need to introduce args. Okay. So you introduce x args. Okay, so also let me. Yeah, just wait a second, please. Okay, so here, as you can see, basically I give this pass as an argument because if you remember previously, so we give the arguments, okay. To the grep command, basically the files, and then we try to search inside. So you need to introduce the x args, and after that, so you grep, and so you can see inside of the files. And you can see here the file 1 also it contains one line that is basically it has a MA.
Xarg is equivalent to dash exec in piping.
Something that you want to do with the exec in the find, yes. But here, no, the xargs is mean that okay, you are going to introduce the output of the first command as an argument to the second command. Okay.
Yeah, which is something similar to exec.
So the exec is just that this is some actions that you do over the output of the file. Yeah. Okay. Is that clear? Okay. And okay, so this is grep basically. It is powerful, so it has too many options. So if you need to basically see all of the options, so you can basically check the manuals. But in grep you can use it for filtering some stuff inside the text file. Okay.